So why is becoming rich so important? Well, it's important because becoming rich allows you to not just leave a legacy, but also reach your financial goals. I have 6 reasons why it's so important for you. Let's get right into it. So welcome back, Preneurs. One of my favorite conversations is, why do you need to create income for yourself? Why do you need to become rich? Well, do you need to walk around telling everybody that you're rich? No one really cares, by the way. There's really some real personal reasons why you need to do it that don't just affect you, but not just the next generation, but multiple generations that actually are behind you. And they're looking for you to be that example. So let me give you 6 reasons on why you need to become rich right now. Not later, not yesterday, but right now. So let's get right into it. My first point for you is this one: travel. This is so big right now. Why? Because there's sand and the beaches for you to put your toes into. They make the jets for you to fly in them to be able to see the beautiful beaches around the world, the beautiful mountains around the world, all these different things. You need to go see the world. Okay, it's a beautiful world. If you just stay in your little box, in your little community, and what's going on over there, that's all you see. That's your perspective of the world. The world is so big. And I think, again, you need to become rich. Why? Because you can go change your perspective. You only see one lens because that's all you can see in your local area. But again, not just domestic, but internationally. Travel is my number 1 on this list because that's how you get to meet so many different cultures. That's how you get to see so many different perspectives around the world from other people that might see where you live and how you do things a little bit differently than how you do it your personal self. And the only way to do that is to go and travel and meet people by doing that. So travel is number 1 on why you need to become rich. Number 2, live anywhere you like. All right, I think that's so cool. Why? Because you need to go be able to buy real estate anywhere you want to live. Why? Because what happens if the place you live right now goes crazy, right? Maybe the government or some along those lines have some different laws that you just don't agree with. It doesn't go to your personal values, your concerns that you have for you and your family, their principles and values and the vision you want for them. You don't like it anymore, you want to move. Well, you ain't going to move unless you have some money. All right, because everything's costing quite a bit of money right now. So you want to be able to live anywhere you like that aligns with your principles and values. Okay, so with that, you're going to have to be in a position of having some money so you can do that. And that's really a big deal, especially in today's times, because you want choices. You don't want to be forced to live somewhere that you have to live there because you don't have the money to get out. Okay, you want to say, I want to live here because I like this area. I like where my kids are at. I like where me and my wife are at, or my spouse. I like where my family is. We can grow here because, again, I like the environment. If you don't like your environment, can you live anywhere you like to live? This is why you need to make money right now, to be able to have that option. Number 3 is family time. You need to make as much money as possible right now. Why? Because your family is depending on you. Depending on whatever age group you're in right now. Maybe you have a grandma, a great grandmother, that they only have so much time on this earth. Do you have the time to be able to spend with them right now? Are they still working for someone because you haven't been able to retire them yet? These are different things that all money can solve right now, where you can go create those moments and those experiences. This is a very important thing. Why? Because we only have so much time with our family, our friends, and our loved ones. But you making the money that you need to make right now could be able to open up the doors, not just to be able to say, you know what, I want to retire you. I want to position you not to have to worry about anyone else before, but I can now spend time with you. I can learn from you. I can be able to create, again, experiences and moments that I will never forget the rest of my life simply because I have the money to do so. That's number 3. Let's go to number 4, which brings me to help. And when I say help, I'm not saying please help me because I need money. No. You're going to be able to help other people now because now you're blessed. So now you're financially independent. So what can you do with that money? You can go and now be able to contribute to your culture. Maybe you see some problems in your culture right now. Well, money can probably do a lot of things with that. Maybe you see your community, want to go back to your community that you came from and be able to go change some different things that you got out of. So you can go and change those different procedures and policies that you see in that environment that says, you know what, I'm so glad I got out of it, but can I go back and be able to change it and make it better for the next generation? How about going to help a church, maybe a charity, maybe even your country somehow, some way? These are all things that can be helped with money. Are you able to do that? Well, this is a big deal. Why? Because if you do that effectively, now people will be able to be helped because of what you've been able to create for your own personal self. Which brings me to number 5, which is once you make as much of the money as possible right now, you know what you can do? You can fire your annoying boss. Now, this is a fun position to be in, right? Because most of the time, your boss is the authority position, right? So they control what time you go to work. They control your vacations. They control your income. They control your income, so therefore they control what? Your lifestyle. They control what house you live in, the clothes you put on, where you put your kids into school. They literally control your car. They control everything. Why? Because they put you in a box based on the salary that they provide for you. Once you start making as much money as you want to make, and you're actually free outside this, you can choose if you want to have a boss or not. And you can now say, you know what? You're annoying. I don't want you to even no longer control me and put me in a box. There is no box no more. And that's what money allows you to do. It says, there is no box. I can fire you versus you ever putting me in a position to fire me. Okay? So this is a very, very powerful position to be in. And you can do that once you start what? Position yourself to make money now, all right? Which brings me to my last point, which is one of my favorites, almost like a little bit of a flex, right? Because I remember going to restaurants and I would open up the menu and, you know, you're trying to be impressive, especially when you have a spouse or you have someone you're dating, right? And you're like, oh yeah, what do you want? What do you want? And you just like praying, like, please don't choose that. Like market price, like what is market price? They don't put a price on the menu, which means they can put whatever they want. And you're just like, please don't choose that, right? Because you know you don't have that much money in your pocket, you know? So once you start making the money that you really want to make, you can care less if they choose market price on the menu, all right? You can care less or even whatever's chosen. Why? Because money's no longer a problem. Now you can go fine dine and you can do whatever you want. You don't look on the right side of the prices. You just look on the left of what you want, not what you can afford. Two different philosophies when now what you're looking at eating, right? And so that is a very, very comfortable situation to be in, because I remember being on the other side. Believe me, you don't think you don't lose hair for no reason, guys. Right? So once you start positioning yourself to make money, these 6 things will position you to have experiences that most of us dream about. And it's so important for you to do it now. This is why I always recommend that you need to chase your dreams. But first, you gotta get the profit knocked out. Because when you get the money knocked out, now you can now solve for the passion that you have in your life, which allows you to walk in your God-given purpose, whatever that is for you that you need to find. And once you understand that, then you know you can go travel anywhere around the world and be able to experience anything you want to experience for however long you want. You'll be able to live anywhere. No one will restrict you from living anywhere, because you can say, you know what? I want to live in Panama for 3 months. Okay, cool. I want to live in a penthouse in New York for 3 months. Great, good for you. I want to live in Jamaica. I want to live in Fiji, whatever you choose. Because money's not a problem for you, so you get to go experience things for a lot longer. You get to have experiences with your family more than ever. You get to always go and help other people and go and help people who are struggling, that are hurting right now, that just are just saying, man, I just wish somebody would bless me right now. You can go give them a $10,000 check and say, hey, I don't need no recognition for it. I just wanted to help you. All the way to saying, you know what, boss, peace out, all right? All the way to, we'll get whatever you want on the menu. Everybody's all on me. Those different type of things will happen if you go and position yourself to get rich. When? Now. So with that, Preneurs, that will end this conversation. Go to tag somebody that you know that would not mind any of these 6 results in their life right now, so they can experience them too. And with that, go ahead and click that button if you haven't right now, to be notified of all the new content we will have in the future for you. And make sure again that you're increasing 1% daily, because we want to help you increase your profit, your passion, your purpose, so you can live the best Preneur life. We'll see you guys on the next one.